Press record. Suddenly get halfway through the meeting and realise I haven't pressed record.
I do that all the time. All of the time. Terrible.
There you go. I'll start seeing people logging on in the next minute or two. So how's your day been?
Not bad. It's school holidays, so the little one he's on a sleepover, so he went about tea time. So, but he'd had a sleepover the night before, so he was knackered. So he didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. So we had a lie-in.
Well, my youngest daughter, she's 31, and she's with the Brownies. So she's gone to a weekend with the Brownies tonight. So
my daughter's upstairs actually. My daughter, she's 21. She lives in Glasgow. She's at uni.
Yeah.
So she's home she's probably home for a month actually, because the rest just exams now until the summer break. So she's in the flat up in Glasgow, but she's got a flat at the top of the house as well. Really, it's like just flips between the two.
Well, I've just had 2 messages of people that are still out doing deliveries. Why are you doing deliveries when it's training night? Oh.
All right. I'll tell you why. Because it's recorded and they know they can watch it later. And then they never do.
No. But there you go. And they'll see this as I do record it. But there you go.
It's fast, isn't it? Because once you get behind on one, you end up with like a backlog.
Yeah.
And you have to do it. It's not like Game of Thrones, is it? Where you record 4 and watch them all at once in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's how my wife likes it. I watch Broadchurch, is it?
Yeah. Oh God, I don't watch anything like that.
Well, we watched that late tonight. We watched that, and she says, "Well, what's happening next episode?" I said, "Well, we have to wait a week now." She said, "No, you've got to save 3 or 4 up and then watch them all."
I do that, and then we record the Big Bang Theory as well, because I don't really do TV. I've only just learned how to switch it on. So I'm really quite pleased. I did that the other night. The boys went out to the football match, and straight from the football match they went to see the Harlem Globetrotters. So I had the whole day, and at the end of the day I thought, I'm going to watch a movie. And I worked it out myself, how to put the telly on and how to put the movie on. And I watched this movie, and honest to God, it was like 2 hours of my life I'm never going to get back. I was so disappointed. But at least I know how to do it now. It's the first time I've ever done it by myself. So I have to still do it. I guess so. I can't sit still for long. Hello.
Hello, who's that? That's right. Hello, Joanna and George. Hooray. Oh, George has gone again. Oh, yeah, she is. Where's your pussy, George?
She's just here. Look.
Nice pussy.
Yeah, we always see George's pussy.
You nearly heard her a minute ago. She was just meowing at me.
I've got Davis just said he can't make it. Cannick says she can't make it. Christine's just said, I don't know. There's no note for the last week and a half, 2 weeks.
I don't know. No commitment. It should be in the diaries.
It's every bloody Thursday. Anyway.
This is being recorded.
It's being recorded, so yeah.
Should have told them that you're not recording it. They might have been here then.
Actually, Andy, when you record your Zoom, can you get your Zoom recordings onto YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about that another time.
Yeah, that's what I do. I actually upload it to YouTube and then do the link. Hello, Milos. Can you hear me, Milos? Milos. Hello, Milos.
Hi, Andy.
Hello, Joanna. Our guest speaker, Ria's here. I'm going to start. Christina says she'll be on in 2 minutes. I'm going to get started, otherwise we're going to get nothing done. All right. So, first of all, that's what I need to do. I need to do share screen. That's a good idea. Share screen. All right. Slideshow. From beginning. Move you over. Okay. So you're all below now. Okay. So April 13th, looking for some. We've just had a great period, so I just want to go through very quickly some recognition. All the new starters we had last period. Not going to go through all the names. As you say, we've had quite a few got a lot of new starters. We've had a load of people achieve their welcome rewards this period. Milos is on tonight, achieved it. Gareth, Kerry. Where's Kerry? And go through our top retailers. Amanda and Leo per retail 2,599. Gail and Darren 2,307. And Diane with us 1,882. So well done to all those. Also our top recruiters, Ian and Joanna Tonks 5, Fiona and Simon Beale 3, and Gary and Darren 2. Obviously seen a slight drop on previous months, but I'm sure that next month is going to be amazing. So, quickly, upcoming events. As you know, we run the 10-step system, and where's best to learn about the system is at the workshops. So, just the quick dates for you. Yorkshire, March 26th. Oh, wow, that's wrong. I'm not updating the dates.
23rd.
Yeah, I will not updated the dates for some reason. Anyway, I'll redo that. Clean Easy Live. 22nd of April in Newcastle. I'm guessing Rio will be there. Yeah.
Definitely.
6th of May, my birthday, Aintree. 13th of May, all at race courses. Epsom Downs on the 13th, 3rd of June, Cheltenham, and the 24th of June in Dublin. Don't forget the showcase and Garda Din on the 26th of August. That's when we really launch for Christmas. So you have to have your plans in place at the beginning of August, ready for that. And don't forget, you've got the ability to still qualify for Las Vegas. Also at the conference, they will launch. Oh, sorry, they will launch the autumn destination. Usually, all you have to do is get to gold. So we've got a guest speaker tonight. You can see her on the picture there, Rhea. Basically, she's going to talk. We met at Rhea at Yorkshire 10 Steps. Oh, it's Christina. Yorkshire 10 Steps, and she did a great training on how to do Facebook events and selling on Facebook via Party Plan. So what I'm going to do now is stop share screening and allow Rhea to take over.
Okay. Thank you.
What you got in your head, Kez?
I've just been in the bath. I'm sitting in the
At least you've got clothes on sometimes. Thanks for having me on, Andy. Thanks for being here, everybody. I just want to do Billy Whiz through Party Plan events, really, and a little bit of background. I was listening to you all know Eric Worry in Gold Group, and on YouTube you'll find Eric Worry, and he does fantastic interviews with people in network marketing who are massively successful. And I was listening to one of these, and it was a lady called Whitney Husband. And I'm supposed to go through this PowerPoint, but I'm just going to. Basically, Whitney Husband is in the Unique Network, and the Unique Network do makeup. They've been in existence for about 4.5 years now. They work in 9 countries. And they have now got a distributorship of about 400,000 people in 4.5 years. And I mean, that is just massive growth, notwithstanding the fact that they're in the United States, which is really like lots of countries altogether. But the whole process behind Unique is Party Plan on Facebook. So I had a Zoom chat with a lady I know on my Facebook who's actually in Unique, and she lives in Montana. And she explained to me how it all works. And I just thought, wouldn't this be a great idea if we did it in the Clean Easy network? Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be the be all and end all, because basically one for that thing really with the Clean Easy, we are not set up the same way as Unique. Our websites are not set up the same way as Unique. But using Facebook as a platform can actually improve your retail just by doing events. And I'll show you how to do that. And I'm not saying do it instead of your catalogue, or instead of your online sales, or instead of marketplace on Facebook, or whatever it is your system is. I'm saying it's an additional on top of all the things that we already do. And also for me, because when we started Clean Easy 4 years ago, it was only catalogues. And we have a massive catalogue customer base, and we will continue to have that customer base. But when they introduced the online side, I just thought, how fab is that? Because you've now got people who actually physically can't do catalogues, can become part of the network as well. And then when I come across the party plan idea, I thought, well, actually, party plan is genuinely 100% online. If you work it that way, you never need to go out the house. So I was in a previous network years ago where they did party plan, and I was a single mum at the time. I had 3 kids, and I don't know why I was even signed up into that network, because it was clear from my personal circumstances that I couldn't possibly do party plan on an evening. Do you know what I mean? And I think now we've got Facebook, we can use party plan as a way, and obviously quite close to my heart is like single mums, or anybody who's trapped in the house on the night time when the kids go to bed, and they can do party plan. So how it works, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
It's all right.
Does anybody know, does anybody use events on Facebook already?
I don't, but a girl in my team does, who's actually travelling tonight, so she can't get online. But she's really good on the Facebook, and she has done events when we've had new products released.
Yeah, it's just a really good idea to get like a captive audience, if you like. It's a more focused audience, and you're literally in the house. So really, the benefit is you're actually literally in the house. You don't have to get your products out. You don't have to get your catalogues out. So it is literally work from home, and a lot of people will be able to access our network when it is literally work from home. So really, all you do is create an event, and I'll explain how to do that in a minute. Invite friends and family, and then you have a process of messaging each person who responds to the invitation. And then what I do is we actually create the event a week in advance, so we can drip feed information to people in the week leading up to the event. And then on the day, we've decided that an hour and a half is the optimum time. Now, other networks do use party plan, or obviously Unique is built on party plan. But I think within the UK, within Europe, I guess, we're never really that far away from anything. Do you know what I mean? Whereas in America, because it's like vast, they party plan online, because you can't party with your friends that often because of the distances between. I mean, the girl I was speaking to, she went to her Unique conference, and she drove her team across 4 states. It took them a day and a half to get to their conference. Can you imagine people here in the Clean Easy network are complaining about getting to Birmingham? So, you know, the culture here is different, and I think you have to take the culture and the geography into account. And also, within the UK, I think we're very much instant gratification. It's like the now, I want it now. And I think an hour and a half is enough for anybody's attention span in the UK. And basically, how to find a host. Well, the way I did it was, I asked family if they would help me out. And I had, I'm from quite a large family, and a lot of my nieces are not that much younger than me, because I'm like the younger end of my family. I was an auntie when I was 10, so I was younger. So they helped me out because I just like mates really. But also existing customers, and also what I do is I'm a bit blatant about it really. If somebody says they want something online, I'll say to them, would you like to see how you could possibly get that for free? And I introduce the party plan to them like that. And say, obviously I check how many friends they've got, because you want to have, ideally you want somebody who's going to invite about 300 people, because the return rate is about 10-15%. So you want at least 300 people invited to the event itself. So anyway you want to do that, but one of my ladies actually advertises a paid product and say, would you like this for free? So people come to her and say, how do I get it for free? And she says, you can have a party online. That's one way of doing it. I don't do that. I actually just blatantly advertise, and then I approach customers or potential customers with the opportunity to run the party to get stuff for nothing, really, or at a discount, and I'll explain that in a minute. So creating the event, I'll show you the actual screen in a second, but basically you want to create it as a standalone event. Something you need to know is a person can only invite 500 people to an event. So if you've got somebody who's got 1,500 friends, you want to say to them, you want to be inviting the people who you think will come in and like interact, really. You don't want somebody who there's people who you know, and there's people who you nearly know, and there's actually people who you don't know. In the same room, if it's anything like mine. So I would invite the people that I know first, and then the people that I kind of know second, and that would probably take me up to my 500. So you create it as a public event, and then once you've created it, you go back into it and edit it and add the person who's going to be the co-host. And you have to friend that person on Facebook, which is fine, because really you want them looking at what your Facebook lifestyle is, because you want them as a distributor in the long term, really. Put a lovely picture up so that it's very blatantly obvious, it's something that's quite eye-catching for people. And then you fill in the blanks. So I'll show you like the top screen of when you create. Can you see that on the screen where you create the incident? The incident. There's me talking out. Create the event. Create the incident. Sorry. So create the actual event on Facebook. You are going to be the host when you first set it up. Put a really good picture in and call it. I know Lisa's Facebook party or something, And then when you scroll down, because this is like two screens in one, you just put in the date, the time, and when it's going to finish, and then a description, which I'll show you in a minute. And then what you want to do is post, as anyone can post, but must be approved. I put the dot in the wrong one there. You don't want anybody coming on your party and posting any kind of tat. So it has to be, you have to be able to manage it. So post it so that's kind of, you're just going to approve stuff. And the description will be something like that. So really, the object of the exercise for the party is to get the people who are invited to look at your catalogues. So your links to your catalogues go in the description. And basically your links to your catalogue are just everywhere. So when your host invites their friends, you can see in the event how many people have been invited, how many are going, how many might go, and how many can't go. So anybody who responds to either they're going, they might go, or they can't go, will get the link to the catalogue in a message. So what I do is I basically go, so for example, you can't go, oh Julie, I'm really sorry you can't go to Kate's party. But you can still have a look and still buy things if you want to. Here's the link to the catalogues. this is my shopping group if you want to join it, and you can still invite your friends if you like. And then if they say they may be going, I'm like, oh, Kate, isn't it fantastic that you're going to Katie's party? Here's the link to the catalogue. Here's the link to my shopping group. And still invite your friends. And then the same with the going. You know, it's great that you're going. I'm dead excited. We're going to Katie's party. Links to your catalogue, links to your group, and invite your friends as well, because everybody's going to have a really good time. And basically what I do is I keep a record in a book of who's going, who's maybe going, and who can't go, because each day that list of people, the number will change, and you need to know who's sent the messages, who you sent the messages to, so that you don't have to scroll all the way through them again. So you know, I've sent them to 8 people. That was the 8 people I've sent them to. So who's the new number? Who's the new names on that list when you go into the event? And basically, the next thing is what you prepare. Like I say, you're going to drip feed people the information. So the description's already got your catalogue links on. When they respond to the invitation, they get the catalogue links again. And then you're going to drip feed them with information. So you need to prepare pictures leading up to the event. Most of mine are pinched from Google Images or other things that I've seen on Facebook, and I just pinch them. The product pictures that you're actually going to put in the event in the hour and a half that the event's running. I don't use product pictures on the run-up. I'm just literally, it's just to build up to the event. So funny pictures, invite your friend pictures, there's going to be a pride pictures, stuff like that. And the products are saved for the end. I also prepare a game, and I'll show you that in a minute. I also have a picture of the host, usually when they're little, because one of the things I put in the actual event is how do you know your host? Because in the event you want some interaction with people as well, and also videos of product that you can get from the Clean Easy YouTube. There's about 24 Clean Easy YouTube videos that you can put in the event. So just examples of what I would put up beforehand. So drip feeding. Also when I put those pictures up, I probably put the K-Life link in with one of them. I'd put the personalised products with another one, the Clean Easy with another one, the summer sale book at the minute with another one. You know, depending on what time of the year you're running it, you know, whatever's live, and just keep feeding people all the time. Try and get a little bit of interaction there as well. Just so people get used to the fact that, oh yeah, it's like in my mind that there's going to be this Facebook event in a couple of days' time. And then an hour before the party, I remind them that it's an hour to the party. So say we're running it from 8 o'clock. So at 7 o'clock, that 1 hour to party time would go out in the event. And then just before the event starts, at about 1/4 to the hour, I would put up little messages just to basically tell people how it works. So send me a message, and this is like making it very clear that they have to pay postage if the order's under £50 if it's not getting delivered to the host. So these are just going to go up in the 15 minutes beforehand, and also how to make payments, because obviously everything needs to be paid for before you send it off, because this is all online. It's not cash on delivery, it's all online. So by the end of the night, you should have a stack of order forms, and you have made a note to say who's paid what, and make sure that nothing goes unless it's all paid for. The event itself, an hour and a half, and lots of product pictures going out every 3, 4, 5 minutes. I also usually put in a YouTube video that the host asks for, which is their favourite piece of music. It just makes them feel like a little bit more like it's their party, you know what I mean? And then there's a game. And the game is to encourage interaction, and also to encourage people to look in the catalogue, or catalogues rather. You don't have to run this, I guess. It is very straightforward, very simple. And it's kind of, I think people like to get a prize, but there are parameters around whether people get a discount or whether they get a prize for anything, and I'll show you that in a minute. So really, the game itself, people win points. Has anybody done Party Plan before, like in the real world?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah, did you run like a points kind of game kind of thing?
Yeah, we asked them questions and they got so many points for whatever answers they gave.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing, but I think running the Facebook event, I'm not very good with numbers, so I have to keep mine very, very simple because I get the numbers mixed up. And the thing is with this, if you are good at doing the Facebook event thing, you can make it as sophisticated as you want. But I think for teaching it to people down the line, you have to start off with the very basics because it needs to be duplicatable for it to work. So this is the very basic that I would do. So you get points, and this would go up in the event. You get points for doing these things, and then during the course of the event, there would be 2 more points games goes up. And again, the pictures ask people to look in the catalogue, and the first person to give the answer gets an extra 10 points. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So and they would reply with a comment on the event, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they would comment, because you're going to basically, for the duration of the event, you're really going to be sitting there for a couple of hours monitoring what's going on and taking orders. And what you find is, because they've had the catalogue on the week leading up to it and they're being drip fed, a lot of the people already know what they want.
Mm.
So right at the beginning of the party, you start getting orders coming through straight away.
Oh, okay. Because when you were talking about doing an event, I understood that the event by itself, that it was to alert people on Facebook, but I thought we actually had to do something live.
Oh, well, you can. You can go live if you want to.
Yeah, but go live for an hour and a half.
Oh, hell no. No,
that's what I thought.
No. Oh, no. No. You can if you want to, but God, no, I wouldn't do that.
No.
You do the pearl part. Oh, no. Basically, what you have here is every 3, 4, or 5 minutes, a product's going to go into the event. So if you want to go live at the beginning of the event, you could go live and welcome people there. Actually, I was going to come on to that in a minute. I would actually propose that they would go live at the beginning because they're a party.
Yeah.
Some will, some won't. It depends on the person. Bearing in mind that you don't really know this person anyway. But we'll come on to go live in a second. But thank you for that, Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
Go live for an hour and a half. Joking. I was actually, it's funny actually, because I was actually, when we were doing a bit of research on this, I was watching this pearl party because one of the girls in the team had the pearl party, you know, where they open.
Yeah.
Talking about. They open the oyster and there's a pearl and they make it into a necklace. And this party went on for hours. And Paula messaged me and she said, "You've got to come on. You've got to come on." And I went on, and the girl who was running the party had gone to the toilet. I was like, I can't believe that. Like, I cannot believe it. But you don't need must if you're going to sit there for 3.5 hours with a glass of wine. You're bound to need a wee, aren't you?
Yeah, well, what I was thinking is that maybe one of my flatmates would say something in Portuguese in the middle.
I'd be fine. Nobody would know.
They would just shout, and you would hear them shouting in the middle of the house while I would be doing the live.
Exactly. Can you imagine if somebody's got, no, because I run up and down the stairs because my office is actually at the top of the house, and at 9 o'clock, my little one goes to bed at 9 o'clock, and he reads for 15 minutes.
Okay.
So at 9:15, I have to be there to switch the light off. So
How are we doing on time?
No, I'm going to hurry up. I'm nearly done.
Okay, because I've got 9 minutes left.
Nearly done. I'm going faster. Right. Keep it on top of the game. What I do is I put the name of the person in that Word document there, and I just keep a tally. So at the end of the day, I can tally up. Obviously, Andy's going to. Obviously, you'll all have this.
I'm going to send you the slides later on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just monitor the party as you go through. I use SynShare, which is an automated system. It's a website. You can get that. If you need the link for SynShare, give me a shout. I'll send it through. It's an automated system, and I use it for my group as well. I just put pictures of stuff in, and it schedules them in advance. The good thing with that is I can run lots of parties, and I don't have to make new pictures every time. You can just duplicate. If you want to know a bit of information about that, give me a shout anyway. But if you're going to do it manually, you just have your pictures already. Have all your pictures ready using the device that you would normally use anyway. A picture of the host in, and I ask them, how do you know your host? That there is my sister. And that girl there is in my team. Of course, we do business launches as well. So going live, Joanna, you have to be careful. Have you all gone live on your shopping group?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Have you gone live on your own shopping group?
No.
Yeah, I've gone live once to announce the winner of a competition.
Yeah. Obviously, if your host is going to go live, you have to make sure that the device that they're using can actually go live in the event. So you would have to get them to check to make sure that the little video icon was there when they go into the event. So you have to do like a test run. They don't have to press the thing. If the icon's not there, they can't go live on that device.
Right.
So you have to make sure, because I can go live on my group on my laptop, but I can't go live in an event on my laptop, and I don't know why. I have to use the iPad.
Okay.
The host and what they do, obviously invite all their friends. You need to explain to them that they need to interact and comment on things, because if they don't, the party just is flat, because they've invited their friends and you need their interaction. I ran one last Thursday when the girl she didn't even turn up at all. But I'd set it up and I just thought, well, I'm not going to cancel it because I set it up and it's running anyway. What the hell? I got a sale out of it, but I got one sale out of it. But the girl herself didn't turn up, and I thought, well, bollocks, whatever. I sold a wall light. What the hell? It's not. It's all scheduled, so I wasn't sitting there waiting for it because I thought, well, nothing's going to happen, and I just kept checking my phone. We watched a movie. The money bit's really important, actually. Your minimum spend for the party, and you have to make this really clear at the beginning, is £250. If you go back through you'll see in the photographs that nobody wins a prize unless it's 250 quid of sales in the party. Nobody gets a discount off anything unless it's £250, because you don't want to lose money. I've done the calculations working off the K-Life minimum commission. So your K-Life's 15% if you're not on a bonus level at all. So £250, your retail profit's £37.50. If you're going to give 10% to the host, which is what the deal is, that's 25 English pounds. And the prize value, if you're going to do a prize winning thing, is, I would say, no more than 10 quid. So that takes your retail profit to £2.50 if your sales are 250 quid. However, you haven't gone out the house, you haven't spent any time doing any deliveries, putting catalogues out or anything like that. And if you do 4 parties in a period and they do 250 quid, you've hit the first bonus level anyway.
Yeah.
And the more you do, the more you'll get. It's the same with the catalogues, isn't it? The more you do, the more you'll get. But with this, it's not costing you any money. You're not buying any books.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
The object of the exercise is obviously make some sales, get your bonus level, get a host for your party, but ultimately get a distributor, because this is so easy to do. And so many more people can do this rather than put catalogue out. So ultimately what you want is to make sure you get, you know, retail, hosts, distributors, most importantly, more distributors. Can you imagine, like, Unique having an army of people doing Facebook parties? That's the ultimate for me. I'm going fast, Andy. I'm trying.
All right. We've got 4 minutes left.
You can, if you want, give your hostess incentives saying, right, if you get 2 of your guests to have parties as well, you'll get 5% discount in those events. So it could be your host says to their mates, you're coming to my party, why don't you have a party as well? Because it's all about the pebble in the pond, isn't it, really? Getting the ripples out. And I think the more you keep on top of it, it'll sort of like snowball, really. What next? The day after, I always say the 10 p.m. cut-off. If I'm having a party from 8 till 9:30, to order to be part of that party taking is 10 p.m. The last order is 10 p.m., which is very old-fashioned, but it used to be on a Sunday. So follow-up message the next day. You will probably get messages the other day with people wanting stuff as well, but the same rules apply for dropship. Send a thank you message, asking them if they want to host a party, and ask them if they know anybody who wants to make some extra money. And then I also put in Rob Foster's video with the circles. Do you all know what that one is?
Yeah.
And a recruitment ad at the end, which is basically that or something similar. And then what we also do when we get a new distributor, if they want one, we use an event as a business launch. So just as like a springboard for them, just to say, this is my new business, and put some products out. I'm going to stop talking now, Andy. That's enough.
Okay.
You've got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing as well. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brilliant. I hope you've all got something from that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reams of notes.
Yeah. Well, Ria's going to let me have the slides because you changed it a little bit. You said.
I've changed it, but I sent it you on a Facebook message. I'll send them again.
I haven't had a proper look. So that's all I wanted to cover tonight. Okay. Obviously there'll be questions, and we can cover them on an individual basis. When we were at the event, Ria said that she would, if you wanted to, host a party. I don't know whether that's still available.
If you host a party, I'll help you with your first one.
Which I think is a fantastic offer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
But
you.
I'm only going to extend that to the people who are on here tonight. That's not for everybody who's watching it on a recording. That's only for the people who are here tonight.
Okay, take a screenshot then.
I know who's on. So
Also, the faces of who's on are going to appear in the recording.
there you are. Okay.
Thank you, Ria. That was really, really helpful.
Thank you very much for having me tonight. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Ria,
Thank you.
if you want me to show you how to put this Zoom onto YouTube, I can call you back in a few minutes.
That'll be lovely. Thank you.
All right. Because I'm about to lose this, I think.
Joanna, I'll call you in a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll speak to you all later. And,
Okay.
Good night. Have a good Easter.
Bye. Have a good Easter.
Have a good Easter. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.